Voting the law establishing the general statute governing public servants, lawmakers and the law chamber debated at length every other article and section of this law, specifically the benefits of the civil servants. The government employs people, and it is also their duty to protect the interest of their employees and contractors. There should be a maximum period of 2 years for the government to pay contractors for services rendered.
There should be general provisions, well stipulated and understood between employees and employers. In some institutions, some employees are denied bonuses for 3 to 4 years. Some employees have gone on work trips without indemnities.
The chairperson of the Parliamentary Social Affairs Committee in the Chamber of Deputies, Muhongaire Christine, explained how this law will address issues of salary arrears.
This should be decided by the management of the institution that a particular individual has salary arrears and commits to pay that debt in not more than 2 following fiscal years. Then the employer and employee will sign a commitment agreement stipulating the expected timeline of paying arrears. This should not exceed 2 years.
Lawmakers also debated at length on written and verbal orders of the service. A public servant is expected to respect the demands of the customer as long as it is in accordance with set standards established by the competent authorities. But I think it should be stated that the public servant only accepts written demands from the customer. Some employees tend to blame employers when verbal directives go against set standards. This will protect employees when conflicts arise. Fafa Rwanyindo Kairangwa, the Minister of Public Service and Labour, who was present during deliberations, noted that the decision of written or verbal directives largely depend on the nature of work at hand.
Some duties simply demand verbal directives. It is difficult for a doctor to write every other directive to the nurse. Some things will not work. That is why the law will be flexible when it comes to written and verbal directives.
The draft law establishing the general statute governing public servants has 96 articles, but parliamentary debate could see the articles increase or reduce. Reporting for RwandaTV News, Athan Tashobya.